If you're just friends with someone you still love, be honest. Are you actually okay? Can you be friends with someone you still love? Theoretically, yes. I mean, we love our friends, right? Love isn't exclusive to romance. You can care about someone deeply, want the best for them, enjoy their presence, and still call it friendship. But that's not really the question, is it? The real question is, can you be friends with someone you are in love with when they don't feel the same way back? And that's where things start to fall apart. Because yes, you can. But the better question is, should you? Let's be honest about what happens when you try. When you're still in love with someone, you don't show up as just a friend. You show up with hidden hope, unspoken expectations, emotional investment that isn't being matched. Even if you don't say it out loud, you'll tell yourself you're okay with being friends. You'll convince yourself that being in their life in any form is enough. But deep down, you're still hoping. Hoping they'll change their mind. Hoping they'll realize your value. Hoping one day something will shift. And that hope, that's what makes the friendship uneven. Because now it's not just a friendship anymore. It's you overanalyzing their messages, noticing how long they take to reply, feeling something when they talk about someone else, wondering why they don't treat you the way you treat them. You start giving more, trying more, being more understanding, more patient, more available. Not because you're a good friend, but because you're in love. And the hard truth is, that kind of friendship will always be lopsided. Not because they're a bad person, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're both standing in two different places emotionally. They're here, comfortable, casual, steady, and you're over there, feeling deeply, hoping quietly, hurting silently. That gap, you can't bridge it with effort. So yes, you can be friends with someone you still love. But if you really love yourself, you won't. At least not yet. Because choosing to stay in that kind of friendship is choosing confusion over clarity, hope over reality, emotional breadcrumbs over real connection. And eventually, it drains you. Not all at once, but slowly, in small moments. When they don't choose you, when they cancel plans, when they treat you like an option, when you realize you're giving more than you're receiving. And you start asking yourself, why does this hurt so much if we're just friends? It hurts because you're not just a friend, and you never were. So what do you do instead? You create distance, not because you don't love them, but because you do. Loving someone doesn't always mean staying. Sometimes it means stepping back. Sometimes it means letting go of access. Sometimes it means choosing your peace over your feelings. You can still love them from afar. You can still wish them well. You can still care about who they are as a person. But you don't have to stay in a position where you're constantly reminded that they don't choose you the same way. And maybe one day, when the love softens, when the expectations are gone, when you no longer feel that pull, maybe then a friendship becomes possible, a real one. Not driven by hope, not fueled by longing, not sustained by one person trying harder than the other, but mutual, balanced, easy. Because that's the thing people don't talk about enough. Even if you do become friends again, it will never be the same as before. And that's not a bad thing. It's just the truth. So if you're trying to be friends with someone you still love, ask yourself honestly, am I doing this because I've accepted reality or because I'm still hoping it will change? Because your answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know. And if you're not ready yet, that's okay. You don't have to force yourself into a friendship just to keep someone in your life. You're allowed to choose distance. You're allowed to protect your heart. You're allowed to walk away even if you still love them. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is not stay, but let go. And trust that one day you won't have to settle for a friendship with someone you once wanted everything with.